about to go somewhere odd now. Times to rise and elevation starts to drop down. Our little secret, don't kiss and tell, you're so bad. I'll probably see you in hell. Welcome to hell, baby. This is podcast hell.
We have John Jones with us today.
Do I get an intro?
You get no intro. You intro yourself. Intro me. You know me.
You got Erick Hellwig here today. You know him from
You can't name one thing I've done. I was on national TV multiple times. How about America's Got Talent?
You know him from getting booed off stage on America's Got Talent. Should I look at
on
this
purpose?
When I say
I have to look at any camera.
Got booed off stage on national television. Terry Crews apparently hated you and thought you were a dick. I remember that.
Yeah, well, he was fine. I don't want to shit on Terry Crews in case.
This is the clip that goes viral.
In case my career takes off and I owe Terry Crews a favor. And he's
also, that guy would beat the shit out of you.
He was, when I stood next to him, he towered. He towered over me.
Oh my!
He was a giant. He played in the NFL.
I guarantee you.
He played in the NFL as a defensive lineman.
But I guarantee you I'm taller than him.
You're 6'6", right?
6'7".
Yeah, you are taller than him. I think he's probably like 6'3", 6'4". I'm 5'8". 6'4" is...
Terry Crews, if you're out there, I'm taller than you.
Are you going to talk to the fucking camera the whole time? You're supposed to ignore the camera.
I can't just...
look down the barrel.
Every time for the next hour that I make a strong point that really blows you away, I'm just going to...
Yeah.
Like, should I do the shooter thing?
Do the shooter thing. That's fine.
Okay.
Terry Crews had... I was going to say, Terry Crews was, in my experience on that show, he's on full autopilot.
You just think so? Like, he doesn't actually care about anybody.
Yeah, like he would come off stage and be like, "Here we go, it's America's Got Talent," and then come off stage and just be like, "You're on." So it was. He's like doing his laundry and his taxes.
He's like a character.
Sure.
Do you think that's how he goes home to his wife and children too?
I think it's. I think all those guys. It's like you get to a certain point, and you can kind of just flip it on like a switch. It's like
it's like ready for. But I think at home, do you think that's the real Terry Crews?
He's just like a very quiet. He's probably like an introverted guy. Like, if you watch anybody at home, and like they don't know they're being watched, most of our life is spent like this.
Yeah,
like just thinking or like cooking. Like we're not.
Well, no, not with phones now. I spend a lot of my free time just staring at.
Yeah, or maybe like this.
Yeah,
you're just scrolling and you're just watching trans TikTokers.
What? Is that your? I don't know. Yeah, Erick Hellwig watches trans TikTokers.
Yeah,
there it is again.
Love it. Can't get enough.
I always think about what you're saying right now, and then think about the 1800s when the whole original settlers came here to just keep going a little west. Go west, young man. A little more west, and then they would get their like piece of property and build a cabin, and then for the next 30 years just sit there in silence.
And be like, I got the cabin.
There was no TV. Yeah. So do you think like back then there were just whole groups of families just sitting around like?
Well, their TV was to like go hunt. Or like the men, their TV show was like they killed a boar, and then the TV show for the family is when the guy came home and he was like, "Let me tell you about this boar I killed."
But you're right.
That literally, it was like storytelling was their way of like.
Yeah, that was their like entertainment, but there must have been so much. Even think about like if you don't watch TV, just all the daily distractions with electricity, no electricity either.
Yeah.
Do you think that like they were happy?
They were probably happier than we are. Because they were much...
because of the lack of knowledge of ever having anything entertaining in the future.
But they're not like... Yeah, because I don't think anybody in the 1800s was like, why isn't there a Transformers movie? Like they couldn't even fathom the bullshit that we just go, nope. like they are just in a completely different like reality. But I also feel like it's with anything... You have to completely, if you could go into the mind of a person like that. They also, like, in the 1800s, didn't they, like, their life expectancy was, like, 50 years old? If you were, like, a frontiersman?
Did they really die in the 50s?
If you were, like, a frontier family that's, like, settling a home in, like Nevada, where there's.
Now I'm curious what the average life expectancy was back then.
Well, I know in Jesus' time, it was like.
There were people in the Bibles that they claim were living 900 years.
And that's accurate.
And Musea, 900. Well, you don't know?
I 100% know that no one's lived to 900 years.
Okay, well,
I confidently know that.
Also, water becomes wine, and there's proof that you can do that.
There's proof?
Yeah.
What's the proof?
It's in the Bible.
Are you fucking with me?
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. Wait.
I
was like, uh-oh.
That is logic though. Like how do you don't know what happened back in those times? And there were people that will totally agree with the first part you said about the 1800s. But then there's millions of people in this country that will be like, yeah, this is the life expectancy, even though you weren't alive then, but. There's there was a time where an entire flood took out the world's population. There was only 2 of every animal, and that's why we repopulated the earth.
I kind of feel like I don't really know anybody like that. I know you grew up in Lynchburg, which is Virginia, which is a more religious place than where I grew up.
Is there another Lynchburg?
I'm sure there's many Lynchburgs, but this podcast is seen by people in Belgium, so they don't know where fucking.
Do you really have fans in Belgium?
I have looked it up. Like you can track on. I uploaded on Podbean, and you can see all the countries that people have listened to the podcast, and it's.
Is this live right now?
It's not. No.
Oh, okay. So we're just recording.
But once you post it, you can look at the stats, and you can be like, "Oh, I have." This percent of my fans are male. It's like 98%. No women. 0 women listen to this. Like my wife, when I play it on her phone for her, I'm like, listen to this part. That's the only female listener I have.
So do you think then that like what you were saying, like not just bring it back to all that because we don't have to talk about Christianity and everything, but like I think it's not just my town. I think it's like a huge millions of people in this country will believe if it's in the Bible, it 100% happened.
There are definitely millions of people that believe that, but your bubble as a child, like Lynchburg is where Jerry Falwell's from. It's like one of the most famous evangelical.
I don't know if a lot of people know who that is.
Jerry Falwell? Liberty University? I think people know who that is.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Americans. The Belgians won't. The Belgians are like, huh? Like, shut up. We're not talking about Brussels. Is Brussels in Belgium? What's in Belgium?
Oh man! If you start posting anything from this, I think I'm going to realize how stupid I am.
Yeah, let me tell you something.
Belgium is in Europe.
It starts with a B, and I believe there's black in their flag somewhere.
I thought you were going to say in their country for a second.
Oh, black people. There's probably a few.
There's 2.
There's
2 of them. Yeah.
I was in Sweden, and Sweden is like all white people except for like 3 blocks, and then it's very like progressive place. But then when you talk to them about those 3 blocks, they're like, never go there. Like it's like extremely segregated.
But just a tiny like
a tiny percentage where they're like all of the immigrants that they have go to like one place.
I bet
Stockholm.
America, rightfully so, gets a bad rap for being racist because of our past. But I bet there are insanely racist people in Sweden and France or in Poland. But nobody talks about them because they don't have the history that we have.
Well, our history is every country has its own history, and America is racist until you go to any other place in the world and just ask people about race, and you go, oh fuck, I guess we're actually doing pretty well. We're a
racist country for sure. I don't think you're saying that, but you're talking about when you go to these Sweden and just the couple minority groups that are there and how they're talked about by people that are nationals there
openly.
Yeah,
I mean, you go to Mexico. Like we were in Mexico and. You just read up on how they treat black people in Mexico. You're like, oh, this is rough, and it's like that everywhere.
Yeah.
So one of the things that it's one of the elements of Western society is we're self-reflective, so we see our racism and we feel shame over it and we want to get better from it. Other places are we're racist.
But again, I think they think that they're allowed to do that because they don't have the history that we have. You know,
I think,
how we founded and built this country.
I disagree.
Yeah,
I think those countries have racist. Almost every country in the world's had slavery at some point. We're not unique in that way. Doesn't make it right. It's just the way it was.
We're definitely not. Yeah, there's
but it's I think we are. We try to be. I can just speak for myself. Like, you try to be self-reflective in your life. You try to get better as you go. I think a lot of places aren't like that. And the only way you know that is if you travel a bunch and you go to those countries and you see it for yourself and you go, whoa. It's like jarring when you talk to somebody who is like, you know, really racist.
I just realized I'm like, this whole conversation took a swing into slavery, and I'm like, every time I think of something minorly funny to say, I'm like,
don't do it, bro.
It's getting dicey right now.
Well, you always have the option here. I should have said this before we were recording, but I had a clip of this podcast that has like 500,000 views from like 3 weeks ago. We're talking about Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
And we're saying untrue things about Dave. We're fully slandering Dave Grohl. And it just because we're just talking. But
he's made himself so easy to slander.
Of course he has.
Lately.
Yeah. Well, I think he's in like an open relationship or something. He got caught and
No, the funniest fact I found out is that he was going to couples therapy with the mistress on the side.
Okay, so listen. This is what I said on my pod. What you just said.
Yeah.
I said that with a guest on the pod. And the clip
I'm not even saying anything original in this.
No,
this podcast is going to be a failure.
But the point is, I just want to. If Dave Grohl's watching now, I want to apologize because like, literally the comments have been like, this story's wrong. Like the comments have been insane, and half the comments are like, look at this fat fuck. This guy's never had sex in his life. Dave Grohl's so much hotter than you. I'm like, I didn't say he wasn't. That's not the point. But I
thought they were saying that about Dave Grohl. People say that about you?
Oh, dude. Yeah, I mean, just any
people commented you're a fat fuck on
all
your
the
own
time.
videos.
But that's also been happening. I remember this is like, 10 years ago when I was still in New York, and I was also like in much better shape than I am now because I was 30. And I did a video where I was like a gold snitch, like Harry Potter, the snitch.
Yeah.
So I was like in a full body suit and I was running around a field. And then it got like 3,000 views on YouTube. It had one comment. It just said, "Who's the fat guy in the gold suit?"
That was the only.
And I remember it was the only comment on it. I was just like, "Oh, good." And it was like, but it was a good moment to have.
But you weren't like, I mean, first of all,
Yeah.
I've known you for over 20 years. You used to be really skinny.
I used to be cut, bro.
Can I do the thing to the camera?
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Eric used to be skinny.
And now I'm tubbing out. I'm wailing out right now. I'm about to.
You have a medical condition.
I'm about to Ozemp it, bro. I'm fucking Ozemp it. I'm gonna have this like gaunt, scary-looking face with a
Wait, have
hollow.
you tried Ozempic? I have a friend that I know that was like, yeah, sometimes I just do a little Ozempic. And it works, man. And I was like, just a little. He's like,
how does he get a little bit?
Apparently, one of his relatives has some, so he just does like a little shot here, a little shot there.
Yeah,
like a sniff of cocaine. And I was like, I don't think that's how it works. Like, is that you can't just do like Ozempic when you're like drinking on a Friday night and wake up a couple days later skinnier, right?
Yeah, it's like he's like, yeah, even like sometimes I like shoot it into my cock when I'm like.
Would that make your cock lose weight?
Yeah, it would be horrible. What a horrible idea. You're like, no! That's like a true Stephen King horror novel.
What?
Well, he has this one called Thinner, where it's like that guy. It's a curse.
Yeah,
a big fat guy.
Oh, I remember that movie.
But imagine
they made it a movie. Right?
It's a movie, yeah. But imagine it's that, but it's just your cock. It just gets.
That's the whole horror.
If Ozempic touches your cock, it just gets smaller, and then eventually it starts going inward, and it becomes a vagina.
Okay.
So that might maybe that's like a follow up for Stephen King. We should stop looking at the camera.
No, I taught you that. I think, but I haven't had a really good
thinner cock.
I haven't had a really good zinger yet, so I think that's the thing. Like if I really feel like I have a good joke. And I end it with that.
Yeah.
The segment
Well, definitely keep saying, I hope I have a good zinger soon. That's going to make it feel nice and natural.
Sounds like it's from like the 20s.
It's
I
like,
got a little zinger, huh?
you get on stage, you're like, all right, guys, hopefully some of these jokes are going to zing you.
Kapow!
You guys are...
I mean, that is kind of how people do some things. They'll say something, they'll be like, boom, roasted. Boom. That's the same thing, yeah.
I like that you started using the term giggle puss.
Mm-hmm.
You use it with yourself and our mutual
beloved
friend Chris Aurelio.
Yeah, a giggle.
You can say Chris's name because
Chris Aurelio is a giggle puss. But
He's a giggle puss.
A giggle puss is just somebody that is old but still keeps laughing uncontrollably, like but they won't stop laughing. But I think it does help the situation. But I think you can't be a giggle puss if you're a child, and I don't think you could be a giggle puss if your laugh is annoying and nobody wants to hear it.
A giggle puss is like, it's just a person with an infectious, continuous laugh.
Yeah.
Is that like a good definition?
Like that. You know, people that laugh, but it's kind of like they're half sneezing, like.
It was just when you said it, when you were like, Chris is such a giggle puss, I was like, man, I haven't heard, I don't know if I've ever heard that word, but I knew what it was right away.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it could be an insult because it's got the word puss in it. But it's really not.
I didn't think about it like that.
No, but
now that kind of ruins
No,
it.
no, it's not. But I'm saying, like, if you analyze it, you're like, this should be an insult. But when you said it, I was like, it's such a perfect description of somebody because it makes you want to laugh with them.
Yeah.
And so it somehow.
It's for people that have a cute laugh and that it's infectious. Like if you're like Fran Drescher and you're like, hey, like that's not, you don't want that. That's
it's like the word cunt, but when a British person says it. All of a sudden,
wait, when a rich person?
A British person.
Oh, a British person.
So British people, when they call
cunt.
Cunt. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do accents.
You can't.
What's something a British person would say?
Actually,
you're
are we
wizard,
allowed
Harry?
to say cunt?
Are we allowed to say cunt?
Yeah.
This is on YouTube. Yes, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, I thought that was a Me Too though, or something.
That's a Me Too.
You'll get a Me Too.
You get Me Too'd for saying cunt. I think you have to say it to someone to get Me Too. You got him. You got it. That's your
producer
zinger.
Paul's laughing. I think that's a Me Too. If a white man is saying cunt.
Now, if you're black and you call somebody a cunt, you can do that all day long. But a white, if you're white and you call someone a cunt, you're done.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it would hurt us more because we are like we're supposed to be the one in society that has everything handed to them. So
yeah.
So saying cunt is basically like a cancelable offense.
Yeah.
I don't actually. This is not me saying any of this. I hope that's the point. I don't believe in this. I'm just saying. I think I read somewhere recently a guy got married. Also, I just have to ask if I'm eating this, is that bad for the microphone? No. Okay. You can't hear it like when I'm. Okay.
Can I get a water? Is that possible?
Okay.
Thanks.
You want coconut water right now?
I don't want coconut water. I hate coconut.
Actually, you know what? If we clip this up and any of this actually went viral, then won't we not be able to show this? Unless we promote it real quick. Vita Coco. It's good stuff.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
If you like cocoa water, now we can show this.
Bro,
I think that's just protecting you.
It's not protecting me. You can just drink coconut water, and if this goes viral, then there'll be a coconut water in the shot.
Well, see, like, look, his water has his own thing on it.
Yeah, it's his Melrose podcast.
Paul owns the studio. We can show that. We don't have
Does
permission.
Paul own this studio? Paul does not own this studio.
Oh, I thought this was your. This isn't your apartment. Did I ask that when we came? I thought you said yes. Oh. So we're not like in your living room right now.
No.
It kind of looks like a living room.
It's a commercial space. It's above a.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know.
I wasn't really looking behind me. I guess they got.
I guess you could theoretically, like, you could do this in a studio apartment, but I don't know what this is. It's also New York. This much space. This would cost approximately $50,000 a week to rent this out.
Well, that side looks. I mean, yeah, you're right. Big space looks nice. This side looks a little more like a porn set. That's kind of my original.
Blue velvet.
Yeah, my original impression when it came in, and all the lights, kind of around.
Yeah.
Do you think so? Have they ever done anything besides podcast? Do you think like they've ever shot something bad in here?
I don't think so.
Paul, are you on mic? Are you on mic right now, by the way?
No.
Okay, so we.
Yeah, none of this will ever be working anyway. But he's kind of like our Jamie, like in.
But Jamie's mic'd.
Is he? And,
Yeah, you
and
can-
Rogan.
Yeah.
Paul Rogan, or Joe. I actually that wasn't trying to make that joke at all. That
Yeah.
that really confused me for a second. Joe Rogan.
JJ, cut a promo for Vita Coco real quick. Just
Okay.
if you're gonna have it on the table, you should probably be doing a 30-second ad read.
I'm actually. You think you're joking? I could be onto something because if anything we say right now went viral,
Yeah.
then Vita Coco could have an argument of why we can't show it.
I
But
don't.
if we talk about how good it is, then they might be able.
If we.
Here, I got it.
Okay,
Right.
mention slavery at least 3 times while talking about Vita Coco.
Yeah, okay, Vita Coco. You know where coconut trees come from? Africa. And other things came from Africa to the United States too.
Bro.
But the water that was inside these coconuts actually doesn't taste great, especially when you're a little hungover and feeling uneasy like I am, and it does smell really bad too. So Vita Coco, people say it helps a hangover, but it smells terrible.
Is it? You think it's good for? Some things don't taste good, but they're good for you. Is it one of those things where it's like it's good for your body, but the taste isn't the most important part? Like, is that what?
Yeah, I mean,
that's
there's
what coconut
there's
water's
supposed to be
for.
like a lot of magnesium and potassium in here.
See, 'cause I remember
actually,
hearing-
it says there's only 10% of potassium and magnesium
Pass it
for
over.
your daily
Pass it over real quick.
thing.
Because somebody once told me that there's like superfoods, where if you were stranded on a desert island, there's like 5 foods that if you just ate that one food, you would have all the nutrients from it to survive.
Yeah,
And I think they said coconut water is one, or not coconut water, but coconuts are one of those things, and kale is another one of those things.
kale. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's just all the things that
Quinoa,
taste.
maybe quinoa
Quinoa
was one too.
also tastes like shit. Like everything that is supposed to be like superfoods tastes like shit.
Nothing that's good for you tastes good. I mean, it's like the things that taste the best are the thing like tortured meat.
Oh
Like
yeah,
evil, like you ever have a bite of veal?
yeah. They
You're
call
like-
it well.
you're
Like
like, oh.
in Thailand, they were eating dog in front of me, and this is terrible. But they said that they like any kind of animal, like a sheep, but they would eat dog, but a cow. That they like beat it before they kill it because that gets the blood flowing through it, and
know,
making
it's
the meat
just-
taste better. But you
tough stuff.
still eat it.
There was I don't eat
can't
veal.
deny
I
it.
know veal's the one thing that I'm like I can't do that. But I did the moment I stopped doing it was there was that monologue in the show House of Cards. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Where Kevin Spacey had like a rib place he'd like to go to.
Yeah.
Do you remember are you actually saying you remember this? Did you watch House of Cards?
No, I just know Kevin Spacey was in it.
Okay,
That's
so
all.
Kevin Spacey. So let me just
Actually,
why
yeah.
are you lie? Don't lie about it. I'll just
I
tell
was-
you about
I
it.
thought I'm supposed to like agree with stuff.
You don't do you just we're having a conversation. Don't act any differently than you would have like in a conversation if I was like
All right, I don't know anything about House of Cards,
Okay, great.
and I think Kevin Spacey got me too.
okay,
also.
so he did. He called someone a cunt and he was done for it. So Kevin Spacey would go to this rib place in House of Cards. And this guy would give him ribs. He'd be like, these ribs taste good. And he would do these monologues. And then eventually the guy that ran the place was like, you want the really good ribs? And he like opens up a door and there's like an animal he's torturing. But he's like, this rib is going to be amazing.
Was that supposed to be like a metaphor for something? on the
Probably.
show?
But I remember like going like, oh, do people really do that? And that's when I read about veal, and I was like, I can't eat veal anymore.
Well, and when I lived in Thailand, and that was literally all they had. But I didn't know it was dog until later, and I was really pissed off about it because I kind of got like, what do you call it, like bamboozled, or I got catfished into eating dog basically.
Yeah.
But then the girl that I was with that was like translating for me was like telling them like, oh, he didn't want to do that, he wanted to eat that. and their response killed me. They were like, "Don't worry, it was a very bad dog. It bit someone."
Oh,
and that made it better. Like they were like, "We only kill and eat the ones that are mean to humans."
yeah.
That to me didn't make it any morally better at all.
Of course not. Also, the dog is when dogs are bad to humans, it's usually because they're scared.
Yeah.
Dogs don't really have like a moral component to them. They're not like, they're not like Machiavellian planning against you in the house. Like, I said I'd go on that walk, but
But cats do that. So
no,
maybe they should eat cats.
Cats and dogs are such a. It's so telling when someone's like they love cats and they hate dogs. Because cats are really, truly murderers.
So somebody that likes cats and hates dogs, it could possibly be
hard to trust them.
a criminal.
Hard to trust them. It's look, I like some cats. I like dog-like cats. But cats, like a full cat person.
Yeah.
Do you know how many?
No, you don't like cats. Don't lie on
No,
me,
I like
really.
cats. I can't be. Liz is allergic to cats, so we can't have.
Why don't
a
you guys get a non-hypoallergenic or a hypoallergenic?
because it looks like a pussy turned inside out with that fucking
No,
weird
not the
Mr.
ones not the
Bigglesworth
Sphinx
skin.
ones. No, not the skinless Sphinx ones.
Fucking
Just a Bengal. A Bengal. The ones with the spots on it. Those don't have allergies. Because
I don't think that's it's like in their saliva is the thing that you haven't. It's
That's
not their
cool
hair.
that you
it's
know
their
that. So
saliva.
many people don't know that. They think it's the actual hair from
It's
cats.
the saliva.
Yeah, they have this it's like saliva that's like evil, and when it flakes, it can attack people's nervous
Well,
system.
do Bengal cats not have tongues or saliva?
No, they
how
don't
are they...
clean themselves because they're it's not like they just born. The stuff is in the saliva. You're right, but what it is an enzyme with kind of acidity levels that can help break down all the kinks in their fur. So a long-haired cat's always licking itself.
Yeah.
But a Bengal never really licks itself, so the saliva doesn't get on it and flake off.
Interesting. Maybe we can have a cat.
Yeah. Well, then you're about to move in with your mom at the age of 38, so you might.
40, bro.
Did you just turn 40?
I'm 40.
I thought you were.
yeah,
you're right.
I turned 40 in October.
Yeah, you're right. Like, did you know you're right about how old you think you are? You actually are correct. I forgot that that gap was. I thought you were like.
Because when we met, I was 17 and you were 19.
That was so crazy to go to college at 17 years old.
It was a little crazy. I remember like the cops busted up a party, and I had like told people I was 17, and so they hid me in a closet because they were like, "Oh, well, I'll go to jail if the cops find a 17-year-old in here." So that was like the first week. It was in remember Auburn Chase?
Yeah.
Where I ended up living not far from that house, like the following year.
Wait, Auburn Chase was the ones way up the street though.
It was like if you
didn't somebody crawl into your window and steal like $1,000 worth of your shit?
Yes, I was robbed.
Oh my God!
I wasn't robbed.
That.
I was vandalized. That's different.
What,
Vandalized.
they took your computer.
They took everything. They took everything in the house, and they did it like a week before finals. So I
can't
like
take What are they? The Grinch? Like not a tad of tinsel. They can't take everything. How are they gonna get a couch out a window?
They didn't take the fucking couch.
Okay,
they
well,
took everything else.
Then that's not everything. Like be realistic. How much did they take?
Melrose Podcast Water. When you're needing something to drink, reach for an MP.
That's duty free because we're in Melrose Podcast. This is called Melrose Podcast.
Let's give these guys their credit right here.
How about we do? Yeah, just really quick. We need a sponsor break, but I want to get back to how much you got stolen because that's it.
Okay.
Gushers, probably inappropriate to sell to kids, and we're just realizing it 40 years later. Gushers.
Let me see it real quick. Let's see the sugar content on this bad boy. I was pretty pre-diabetic like 10 months ago, like right at the diabetes point. I've been able to kick it down. But added sugars is what gets you. This has got 13 grams of... Are you farting right now?
No,
you're
just stretching my
You're
back.
fucking lifting your ass cheek.
I feel like I'm stretching my back. I'm sore. I drank a little too much last.
Serving size. Okay, well, there's 4 in this whole bag. So if you eat this full bag, it's 104% of your sugar content for the day.
Oh my!
In these Gushers.
104. That's not bad.
It's actually Lower than I thought it would be.
100% of, yeah, 100%. I mean, you could just have this and no other sugar for a day.
Very hard to not have zero added sugar for a day, though. Like, it's in everything. It's in,
I know.
It's in, like, tomato sauce. It's in stuff you wouldn't think it is.
And when you think about it, probably 200 years ago or so, there was almost no sugar. Like, granulated sugar was something that you had to get from sugar cane in, like, parts of the world, and they didn't have access to it. So I guess that's what I mean.
It should kind of be like a controlled substance almost, because it kind of is. It's not really like naturally occurring in our diets.
Yeah.
It's this added thing, and you do have like a chemical reaction to sugar. There's a ton of people who are addicted to sugar.
Yeah.
My dad still drinks Mountain Dew.
The real kind, not diet.
Yeah, like the real Mountain Dew, which is like.
Why doesn't he just drink diet?
I'm gonna try to get him on Poppy. Have you heard of Poppy?
Yeah, I saw that girl on Shark Tank. I was pissed because I thought of that idea.
To just have like low sugar soda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After I saw it, that's kind of
I
how
had so many ideas like that.
Well, I kind of thought about an idea for like a better tasting, low, like almost no calorie. You know, you probably have to use sucrose or whatever like that. But I feel like everybody thought about that. She's just the one that did it. I've seen so many freaking different items on that show that I was like, I thought of that.
Yeah.
I should like maybe get royalties for some of it. You know, like, that's never going to happen. But I've thought about a lot of those products before.
Here's the thing. I think we all have. But to be like an investor or to be like an entrepreneur like that, you have to go like, I think I have this idea. I'm going to mortgage my entire future and sell my house and live out of the back of my car because I think people will buy my low sugar soda, which are things that I would never have been willing to do.
But that's like if that's a true entrepreneur, if you're just born rich and you just give money to different little things, something's going to pop off. You didn't think of that. But when you have nothing, that's what everybody says. You got to own your own business and maybe create something. Well, how do you create something? And the answer always is you've got to solve a problem that other people haven't, you know? And so I keep like thinking about like what annoys me during the day, what seems inconvenient, and then how could I fix that? Or kid shit. Like just anything dealing with kids because those sell crazy. Like kids' toys, kids' books, you know. I did think of like a toy where it's like just bendable squiggly things that you can clip together. So it's like Legos, but like it bends.
Ooh, so you could like roll it? Like you could show a kid how to make a wheel?
No.
Oh. You know, I think this table's making it seem like I have money to invest in your idea. I don't. It's just you're going to say it, and it's going to go into the ether, and it's going to be gone.
Well, I probably honestly shouldn't even said anything about that because now if anybody did listen to this, but it would be like you know, like things that bend, like Gumby the toy. Remember that?
Yeah,
you could bend them and stuff. But there's like pieces that you click in on the end of the pieces, so you can like bend this thing and make like a T-Rex, you know, that could be this tall, but all out of bendy things.
Well, you'd have to like you have to make a prototype. That's like your next step here, JJ. Is a prototype.
But where do I don't know who to even go to get the money to make the prototype.
You have to get like an engineer who believes in you. You have to sell them on the idea.
A toy engineer?
Toy engineer.
Is that a real thing?
I think it is. I know from your Grinch, you know, mention before, like I think the Who's.
Oh wait, yeah, let's go back to that because how much did you actually get stolen?
I had like everything. I didn't.
You had like one computer stolen. You did not have everything
taken. They stole everything out of my place.
No, you did.
Anything that could be taken out the front door was taken out the front door.
I remember feeling bad for you. No. So they went out the front door.
Yes.
Oh.
They went out the front door.
I thought they just went in and out in a bathroom.
No. This is what happened. I think they came in. I think they did come in through the front door because the front door was broken. And then they took most of the things in the house, not all the things, but most of the things. Any possessions that were out were taken. And then I came back. I came back from my high school girlfriend telling me she didn't love me anymore. It was like a Thanksgiving trip.
Oh yeah.
So it was like
I actually do remember.
I had like a family thing that I won't get into, but I had a family thing going on. My high school girlfriend was like, "I don't love you anymore. You got to stop calling me when you're sad." And then I drove back to school. And my house was vandalized.
Isn't that the worst?
It was
when
like
they tell you to stop calling you when you're sad.
Stop calling. Just that. She's like,
And that was your first heartbreak.
Yeah, it was the first one, and it was just the final.
So you didn't know how this works, like your first breakup, and you're
I was like, no, we keep being friends and calling and talking.
So I guess I'm gonna do like maybe dating, or like I'll try to meet this girl in my class. And she's like, you don't call me anymore.
Yeah,
because you didn't know that was your first heartbreak.
She said, I love you, but I'm not in love with you, and I think you should stop calling. And I was like,
I hate to tell you this, but I think that girl sounds like she had experience. You were not her first, for sure. She was like, I'm very experienced.
We were each
I've
other's.
used you. Now,
No.
be gone.
No.
That's what she did.
This is my first girlfriend in high school. We were an item. I left for CNU, my school, Christopher Newport, a year before she was a year younger than me. She was my age, but I was a grade ahead of her. So we broke up when I went to CNU, and then when I went back for the summer in between, we got back together. And then when I came down for my sophomore year, we broke up again, and then this was Thanksgiving break of my sophomore year. So she was just done with it. She was like, now she was in college. She's, hooking up with dudes at fraternity parties and having a good time, whatever she was up to. And she was like, my fucking ex-boyfriend keeps calling when he's sad. How do I get this loser to stop
But she didn't go to CNU? I thought she was like went to
No, she went to Tech.
So then when you didn't live in Auburn Chase till your sophomore year.
Yeah.
So you were dating her your entire freshman year?
No. We broke up.
I don't even know.
But we stayed friends.
The timeline on this is just...
It's not that complicated. We were
dating. Were you on the first or second
we
floor?
We broke up. We got back together. We broke up again. It's not that complicated. No, she...
I feel for you, man. Anyway, Auburn Chase... Auburn Chase... I'm thinking about it because now I don't know if it's the same apartments or not. Were you on the first floor or the second?
I was on the first floor.
They had 2 floors in those.
There were 2 floors in those.
Because do you remember what happened to me that one time in the bathroom at Brock's place next to yours? Because you were like just right next to Brock's. Remember?
I believe so.
Remember I got trapped. Well, I
got trapped in the bathroom.
No, well. I think you were at this party.
Please let that be what happened to you in the bathroom.
No, no. What happened is everybody's done this. By the way, I should start out by saying everyone's done this. I'm sure this guy Paul that's running this today has done this. You've been at a house party and you pooped because you had to. There's nothing else. There's nowhere else to go. That happened to me at that apartment by yours where Brock was, and the reason I remember it was on the second floor is because a line formed outside, like a big line. And my buddy was texting me from inside, and I thought it was you that was texting me. And I blew it up. It was like really, really terrible. So I had the door locked, and I couldn't go back outside. So I jumped from the second floor into that bush. There was a bush on the side of it.
Okay.
And then I went back upstairs and got in the line for the bathroom.
With the door locked?
Yeah.
And you're like, what's this guy doing in there?
No. Yes. Yeah. You see, like,
I
most
get
people
it.
Understand. That's the only way to handle that situation. And then Brock, like,
it's definitely not the only way to handle it, but it's a way to handle it.
It's that, or you have to like own up to you've destroyed this bathroom, and I would have gotten kicked out.
You could have.
It was that bad. They would have asked
come out
me to
and
leave.
Ventured it. You could have been like.
Well, no. What happened is they broke the door open because they couldn't, and then everyone was like, it's terrible. It smelled. It wouldn't go down. Like that was the problem. Like I couldn't even flush.
Oh,
that got clogged. That's what I mean. Like I could never own that. I'm sorry.
And you were like, and like when they broke down the door,
I was in.
And you smelled it, and you were like, we should kill this guy.
Yes, I was in the line, like looking at everyone, like what? Who would do?
Who was this?
Who would do something like that? Like, I had to. That was my life on the line.
It's life on the line. Well, yeah. Are you?
Because at that point he broke the door down. You remember how big Brock was?
We shouldn't say. We should stop saying his name.
Oh,
is it the guy that I'm thinking of?
Brock
from the.
It's Brock.
Was he in a fraternity there? The big guy.
He was a big, bald guy, always carried around 2 cases of Natty, one in each
Okay.
hand.
No, I remember.
Yeah.
I was getting him. But he was like not. I didn't think he was a bad
I don't.
guy.
Brock would never watch this in a million years.
No.
Brock, if you're out there, now you know this will never be shown. I was me. I'm the one that destroyed your toilet and then made you shatter your bedroom. Literally, like popped the whole thing open. The handle went flying. He destroyed his thing. Was so upset, and I did. I think I pulled it off perfectly.
You were with Brock. You pulled out a switchblade.
Yeah, I was
and
like,
you were
let's
like,
go get
I
him.
will cut the dick off.
Yes.
Of the guy who did this.
I was literally on the manhunt with everybody in the apartment, walking up to everybody like, who did it? Who did it?
You're like smelling people's butts. You're like, was it you? He's clean. This one's clean.
That was probably the first time I realized that you can manipulate your way out of certain situations.
Getting back into the line is a level of deceit that you should be very proud of.
I think because I'm a tall guy, I think it would have been obvious if I had not been in that line that people would have realized I'm gone. You know what I mean? But jumping from the bathroom was really the worst part. Because I think I impaled myself. I remember like having like a huge, thing up my side. That would.
Like, we should kill this guy. And you look back, you have like part of a tree stump like in your fucking ribcage.
Toilet paper impaled in my ribs. Yeah.
Look, if you had that, this happened last night. We were at dinner. There was a lady that came out of the bathroom with toilet paper on her shoe. And both you and Liz gave me shit for immediately getting up to go tell her, hey, you've got toilet paper on your shoe.
We didn't give you shit for just wanting to go tell her. We were saying don't do it because if she happened to be on a date with somebody, like if it's a first or second date or something, and you tell her, then I feel like it could cause more embarrassment than it already will be. You see what I mean?
So?
Yeah. We were trying to save you from ruining that lady's life.
You're trying to save her. So
save you from ruining that lady's life.
But but in essence, you're saving her.
Yeah. Sure.
So I think it's fair to say that all 3 of us at the table had this woman's best interest at heart. But I feel differently. If I have something on my face or whatever, I want someone to tell me right away. I don't want to continue to exist in any way with that.
I think having a little something on your face is different than like having poo paper.
Having poop on your
stuck on your shoe.
On your fucking...
And if she was just sitting with one guy, so you don't know if that could have been a first date, and you could have ruined that lady's. Maybe that could have led to a marriage, children, dying old, like in the Notebook, holding hands.
Yeah.
And you ruined all of that because the guy was so disgusted by her and by you calling that out.
I think if that guy wasn't man enough to handle her poop tissue paper on her shoe, then he isn't man enough to die with her in unison, Notebook style. Like, that would have been, honestly, I would have been saving her a lifetime spent with someone who's
I think it's admirable.
Judgmental.
I think it's admirable of you for,
Well, that's what I wanted. I just wanted the acknowledgement to do it, because you guys were like,
so you were doing this, wait, hold on then. You were like, doing this for yourself. And
just
not
now?
For her. Yeah, that's what you said. That's all I wanted was for somebody to tell me how admirable it was.
In the moment, because you said it. You were like, when she walked by, you were like, what are you like charging towards this woman? I was like, yeah, I got to go tell her real quick.
Yeah.
In the moment, my thought was about her. Now, on a podcast, now I want credit for that. My instinct was a good instinct. Even if it was wrong, like, my heart was in the right place.
It just seems like it's like such a selfish thing to do, to be like, I wanted people to tell me how good of a person I am.
Yeah.
For telling somebody else that they have toilet paper.
For wanting to tell somebody else that they have toilet paper on their shoe.
Yeah.
You don't ever do that? You don't ever fish for compliments?
I mean, I'm sure I have. I wouldn't talk about it like you are, though. I would like keep it to myself.
This is a podcast. What the fuck? We're supposed to let it out. This is where you let the people see who you are. I think there's many people watching this podcast around the world, Belgium specifically, that fish for compliments, and they're like, who's the podcaster that I can go to that I know does that? And that's what I did just now.
Yeah.
But I felt like a fool last night at dinner by how strongly you and Liz went against me.
Well,
and I wanted
because
fucking redemption. in this moment.
Yeah, well, you're not getting it.
Okay.
But
Although you did kind of give me what I wanted already.
well, yeah, but I don't think
I
I do that. You were like, you know, you've fish for compliments. I'm trying to think of any example that I can think of where I do something regularly, like, but trying to get people to
like notice.
Yeah.
I want people to. Do you feel like you care what other people think of you?
I used to not. I used to not care, and now it's kind of weird. Now that I've grown older. I turned 42 2 days ago. I think I do care more and more. You know, like it's almost like that rapper mentality, like in your early mid-20s, like fuck the haters, fuck, you know, forget all the people that don't like me. I is who I is, and I'm not who I'm not. You know, and now I think I just, I want people to think I'm a good guy, but I don't want to be like famous for doing anything. Yeah. I think that kind of freaks me out. You know, like people like I'm nobody. You know, nobody really knows who I am, but to get like plucked from the world of obscurity for going viral for like saving a guy, like we leave here now and a little old lady's crossing the street and she's almost getting hit by a bus and I run and grab her and some guy's taking a video and it goes viral. I think I would be like terrified of that happening because then that's who I would be known for the rest of my life. It's just like the guy that went viral for helping someone. And maybe I don't even want to be known at all, you know, but I definitely don't like the people that do what you're talking about, like all the TikTokers that, you know, they have pages, some people with millions of views, where they videotape themselves feeding homeless or taking a homeless guy to a barber shop and they fix him up like, oh, look how good this dude looks. You know, here's a couple $100. Oh my God, this guy, this TikToker, he's so great. But
look what he did for that homeless guy. But now all it is like for a couple weeks, there's a really good-looking homeless guy blowing people in an alley for heroin. It's like you didn't really change his life. You're just like, oh, this guy's a business. Oh, yeah. You're like, oh,
she's still in prostitution, but God, she looks better doing it. You know.
Oh, her teeth look nice.
Yeah, she got a Brazilian. But that's the thing that I think is like it's become monetary. You don't think of how much money that guy just made off that clip. Like if he's got millions of followers, TikTok pays for like how many million and how many clicks your view get. Everybody knows those guys aren't giving any of that money, you know, and they'll say like, oh, it's money to give back to my next thing that I'm doing for a guy. But you know, you get $40,000 and you give a homeless man $1,000, then that's not charity, and you're actually a really evil, shitty person for doing that, I think. Because you're just doing it all for the clicks and for people to tell you. There's people that are addicted to that. They want they love gratification, right? But I think
they need like the dopamine hit from it. And I do think it's like a weird incentive structure with like content creation now. Like they talk about it even with mothers who like have their kids in their videos. Yeah. And they're like, you know, at least in Hollywood, if you're on a set as a kid, they make you take a break every 4 hours to go like run around, go to school, eat lunch.
Really?
If you're just like your mom is an influencer and they're like, look at my baby ready to go sledding.
Right. They
and
have
it's like
no choice.
they have no, but they also have no life. They're just doing that 24 hours a day. Every day the moms can just basically like, it's like slave labor basically with their own kids. It's fucked up. So it's like a lot of this stuff, like, it's perverse, and that we haven't thought about like the trade-off of, hey, we've all got like something in our pocket that we can film a movie basically whenever we want to. Yeah. And you're like, oh, as soon as you do something and it hits, you're like, now you're incentivized by money to keep doing that thing, even if that thing's not good or not healthy. Well, it's weird.
I think it's changing society completely. But we lived in New York before smartphones were even invented. You and I did.
It's true.
Before all that time. And I still like remember doing lots of charity stuff and like helping people out and everything. So I feel like everything that I'm like, I'm going to go do some charity work for my company. Maybe I shouldn't talk about this, but like I want to do it, but we also are going to make sure to have people there to take pictures. So we put it on our websites to make our company look good. You know what I mean? And that kind of takes a little bit away from it. So it's like, is this for Charity is just for the company. You know what I mean?
The only real charity is if you go to a homeless shelter, but you put on like full facial makeup so you're not recognizable as yourself, and you clean toilets, and then as you walk out, you like physically injure yourself, so you walk away weaker from it. So you felt pain.
What the fuck are you
get
talking?
no recognition, but the toilets are clean, and you can never tell anybody about it. That's the only real charity in this life.
The worst idea that you've ever come up with.
Well,
the
when
part
you
where
do,
you hurt yourself is where it really
just
lost
to
me.
make sure. No, you have to do. I've like if you do volunteer for, because people do those charitable things where they're like, we went to Costa Rica and we built a school, and you're like, well, that's cool. Hopefully it's like sound and it doesn't like collapse on the children like the first time there's a hurricane or whatever. But like,
well, that's what Mr. Beast is doing. He's building all this stuff, and but he's like a perfect example of like, I mean, it can go all the way up to Elon Musk. He just got in a huge Twitter fight with Billie Eilish because she's speaking out against all these billionaires, and she just said recently accepting an award, if you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire? Who needs that amount of money? But you got Elon Musk saying, well, I'm trying to save humanity. Eventually, we're going to run out of this planet's resources. I'm trying to build this colony on Mars. That's why I need to make $100 billion a year and be the world's first official trillionaire. There's trillionaires, by the way, all already that exist, but they're in Saudi Arabia, and they don't have to publicly say how much money they have like we do in America. But I don't think anybody needs that amount of money. You don't need a fourth yacht. You don't need to just have this insane amount of wealth. But
well, you say that, but have you ever had 3 yachts? And your other friend has 4, and you're like, "What am I, gay?" Like, get me a yacht and make sure it's bigger than my friend's. That is really like
you can just picture Jeff Bezos like 3. You say, good.
That is kind of what it's like. It's down to like their interpersonal community, like rivalries with each other. Like that's their status symbol, and
but they masquerade it as, we need all this money to do all this charity work. But again, you're only giving a fraction of it away. You know what I mean? Like, Warren Buffett has pledged to give away his entire life savings of $50 billion when he dies. But why not just give away like 45 billion of it right now and just have 5 billion?
He wants to use it.
Exactly.
He wants his shit.
It's because he's trying to make himself look charitable. The image of looking charitable and this fascination I think America has in general right now with like wanting to look like a modern day superhero and a good guy and everything. These people with all this money could just disappear. All these famous people can move away from LA and not be chased by the paparazzi and everything. But they want it. They secretly want it, even though they try to act torture to the, you know what I mean? Because that's the one thing all the money in the world can't buy is the admiration of the public. You have to earn that by doing good things and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, by making Top Gun Maverick.
That was a great movie.
Actually, no. I'm not shitting on it. I made a list of my top 100 films, my favorite movies of all time. I think Top Gun comes in at like 9 or 10.
The new one?
The new one. Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, I don't know about that. It was okay.
I
recant my statement. It was.
Were you talking about the shitty first one with like
the first one is the best movie.
You like the corny Kenny Loggins one?
Yes.
No, I'm talking about the one where at the end Goose's son, what's Rooster in the new one?
Yeah.
He goes, Tom Cruise goes, "Thank you for saving my life," and Rooster goes, "It's what my dad would have done." Let that sit. Don't say anything. Just think about it. That's one of the greatest lines in a movie. And it's like it's in 30 years in the making. I don't even like the first Top Gun.
I think he would have saved his life even if his dad was not Goose. You just think
I thought you were going to agree with me that Top Gun Maverick was a great movie.
It was. I said it was good, but when you just said it's like top 10 ever created,
I'm not saying I didn't. No. Let's get this on
like
record.
Shawshank Redemption.
No. Shawshank's
Saving
like 80.
Private Ryan.
That's like 6. But listen, I didn't say it was the
great. It can't be in the top 10.
I'm not saying it's the greatest movie ever made. These are my favorite movies. The number one movie is Tommy Boy. That's not the greatest movie of all time. That's just my favorite movie.
Okay.
So like, and the metric I had for it is I would say if I was watching TV and I was just flipping through channels and that movie was on, would I stay to watch it through to the end? Yeah. And I'm like, what are the movies that if I start to watch it, I can't turn it off? Tommy Boy's number one. I think Children of Men with Clive Owen was number two. I love that movie.
Yeah.
I've got it right there. I could pull it up, but I'm not gonna.
So I'm still confused right now because you're talking about movies. You have a list. You have your list.
I have a list
in
my phone.
But you're talking about just the movies that you like the best, or that you think, or that you personally think are like the ones most watchable, or the best 10 movies ever made.
My favorite movies, 1 to 100. Pick out 3.
I already, without even looking at it, I can already tell I'm going to be so angry.
Well, the point is everybody's angry. I've never shown this list to anybody, and they've gone, "Oh, I'm glad you did this for yourself." They go, "Where the fuck is Mulholland Drive?"
No, I think
I get mad at me, and I'm like, Mulholland Drive. First off, it sucks. And number two, it's not your list. You make a list if you want that to be on there.
Yeah. Well, okay, but
read the top 10.
Well, also, I've known you for a long time, and I have a feeling I'm going to be upset because I already, with some of the ones you've mentioned, it's just like I don't know if I know you. I don't know if I know you anymore.
That's exactly what Liz said. Like some of the movies that me and her watched were low, and she goes, "I feel like I don't know you." She was mad that. Old Country, No Country for Old Men was like number 21. She's like, "You've never watched that movie." I'm like, "Yes, I have. I've watched that movie like 10 times. Just you haven't been with me." And she's like, "I feel like I don't know you."
Yeah.
She literally said that to me.
Yeah.
Because I like a movie more than fucking Pretty Woman.
Well, I think some people movies,
which I love, Liz. I love that we watch that every Valentine's Day. But No Country.
Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
Pretty Women. You mean?
No, Pretty Woman with Julia Roberts. And Richard Gere.
Isn't there? Oh, then what's Pretty Women? Plural.
I don't think there's Pretty Women.
There's Pretty Women plural.
There's Little Women.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. It's Pretty. Are you thinking of the TV show Pretty Little Liars?
No, I think
because that's on there too.
I think you're forgetting. No, I just think it's women, and you're forgetting. You're not making it plural.
No, it's Pretty Woman is the movie. With Julia Roberts.
Jamie looked at it. But Paul, no, I don't look it up. Don't
read the top 10 and see.
I'm sure you're right. I just think that you forgot.
Read the top 10.
Okay. Already, yeah.
You don't love Tommy Boy?
It's not even like in the top 10 funniest movie. It's funny.
I think it's Chris Farley was
number one.
It's my number one favorite movie. It's my list. You can make it.
Maybe you have. Now that I'm thinking about it, the relationship he has with his dad in that movie could be somewhat comparable to you and your dad.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. Well, then that's why you like it.
Yeah. I also I think it's like.
But if you acknowledge that, then you realize you shouldn't like it that much because it's just you connecting with your past trauma.
I didn't think about it that hard. I just thought, what are the movies that I fucking like? Let me rank them.
All right, well, yeah, Children of Men, I agree. Who's the director that does that? Like all his movies
where it's like a single shot. That was the first movie to do that, and it does it for like an 8-minute span where he's going into the building and he gets the baby and the war stops.
I thought Gravity was the first one to do that.
No, Children of Men is well before Gravity.
You think so?
Yes.
Birdman.
Well before.
Okay.
You've
seen Birdman though, right?
I like Birdman. I thought about putting it on there, but I didn't.
I was gonna say,
but the reason I didn't is because I
also like to point out this is top 10. There's 100 movies on here. That's way.
I put 100 on there. I just said read the top 10.
The fact that you sat down one night and were like, let me just list out 100 of my favorite films.
I actually listed out like 200, and then I had to.
I don't think
take the list down.
Anybody that I would ask right now has ever done this.
Maybe you could. Liz has
top
done
10,
it.
but not 100, 200 movies.
Liz has done it.
You that bored?
And by the way, here's why. I did it, and then Liz was like, "I want a list," and now you're gonna.
So she does it.
She has a list too.
Well, I haven't seen some of these, so I can't Bull Durham.
Bull Durham?
Yeah, what's that?
Kevin Costner is a minor league baseball player.
Oh, yeah, because you like all the sports. That's why you got Moneyball in the top 10 here,
Moneyball's a perfect movie.
It's an okay movie, but I think the reoccurring thing I keep
Give me my
seeing-
fucking list.
No,
back.
hold on.
Give it back.
Hold on. I feel like
I'm
I'm
just trying to find problems.
I think that like
I don't have like fucking Cannonball Run 2 on
I'm
there.
just
I have good. They're all
really-
good movies.
I'm just realizing your taste.
Sucks.
It's different than I thought, and I feel like I've known you for a long time.
Look, The Godfather's like number 60 on there, and Pop Star Never Stop Popping is 32. I don't think
The
Pop
Princess
Star,
Bride.
I don't think
is
Pop.
right out of,
Let me finish my sentence.
Okay.
I don't think Pop Star is a better movie than The Godfather. I'm saying, what will if it's on, I will watch it.
Well, those are two completely different categories. Too.
That's why
You
it says
can't,
my
like,
favorite movies.
comedy and the other. Okay, well, look, I don't even know what Glory is. Blades of Glory?
No, you've never seen Glory?
No,
Glory is a movie about the first all-black regiment in the Civil War. And it's Matthew Broderick and Denzel Washington. It's like one of Denzel Washington's best movies.
Okay,
Morgan
wait,
Free-
when was
Morgan
that made?
Morgan Freeman's in it too.
It sounds awesome. Like,
I think
I'd
it's
like
like
to
80.
see
I think
it.
it's like 89. I want to say it's like an 88, 89,
Yeah, like
maybe
I'd like.
1990.
I want to see it, but hang on. There's. Oh, so it's like way old. It's like 35 years old.
If
or-
you watch Glory, you will be like, "Thank you." It's one of the best movies ever made, and it's like a forgotten. I feel like it's a forgotten, like, war movie.
I'll take that recommendation. I will watch it.
It's kind of a tough watch
Well,
because it's got like a lot of.
I think you've got some. You have some good judgment on movies, but that list changed my mind a little bit. I also remember when I went in college, we went to go see Texas Chainsaw Massacre together, and you freaked out.
Freaked out a little bit.
Like, literally were like going out of your mind because you were so mortified about them getting cut up with
up
the
by the
chainsaw, which I
chainsaws.
thought was. We all understood in this group we went with
Yeah, I
the
wasn't-
point of the movie we were going to see.
to see teenagers get cut in half by chainsaws.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
that was literally. It's the movie's name is Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Let me say something.
And you were mortified that people got massacred with a chainsaw. And then when we went outside, we were in the parking lot. A branch hit you in your
me.
face. You remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
And you went insane. You were like fighting this tree.
Yeah, I don't like horror movies. I've accepted that about myself. I kind of think movies are real when I'm watching them.
Well, I remember you went home and you tried to Google if that really happened or not.
Yeah, and it's all based on one dude, Ed
That
Gein.
like cut up one person.
one person.
Yeah.
And so what? He cut up one person. He put on their skin. He dressed like his mother, and we got to like make 10 movies about it. Jesus Christ! They've milked every bit of story out of this one freak in Indiana named Ed Gein.
Yeah.
They just made another thing about him that just came out.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, you're right. That is
They're still doing it.
Police found an actual like lampshade and a chair made of human skin and stuff. But
They can't stop.
I heard actually that show, it was kind of interesting. I watched like one or two episodes, but I lost interest real quick that people didn't like the way he portrayed him because he sounded like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Which, if you watch the show, his voice was really annoying. He was like, "Come over here, let me get some butter on that skin." Like, that's how he. But that's not how the guy really talks. So who's the actor's name? Charlie Hunnam or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
But like,
in good
who
stuff.
thought that was going to be a good idea for him to portray this murderous guy? And then I can understand if the guy actually sounded like that. But then when people pointed out, I went and listened to like old tapings of him, and his voice sounded nothing like that. So somebody just allowed Charlie Hunnam to do the Mickey
stupid
Mouse
voice.
voice and shoot 10 episodes like that.
So the problem with actors is like they get into their method. And I remember when I was an actor, they were like, there was a director I worked with on this thing that was like, "I'm not going to give you line reads." Line reads is where the director just goes, "I want it to sound like this. Give me the money, pop," or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they just say it how they want it. They wouldn't say it like the way I did where I flubbed a word.
Right.
Give me the money, pop. So that what they say is like they tell the actor, they're like, in this scene, you're mad at your father, but you've been mad at him for 20 years. And they try to like get them to figure it out themselves.
Yeah.
I was always like, give me the fucking line read. Say it exactly how you'd like me to say it, and I'll just copy you. Is it that fucking hard to just...
Acting is hard because the couple times that I've tried to portray anything other than myself or whatever, I feel like a fake. And then I told like somebody that was like, I was in a short film that I was doing while I was here in New York that.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, that's what acting is.
Yes.
It's fake. You're playing a character that you aren't. But I don't know, man. It's just like you have to keep saying the same line over and over again. There's a whole set of people just staring at you.
Yeah.
You know, I think that actors, I don't know why we worship them, because if you've done a little acting, you see that most people that are pretty good at acting are not very good at normal life.
Sure.
That's why I get like really upset when a lot of these actors like try to push agendas, like Leonardo DiCaprio. I would actually say he's one of the greatest actors of our time. But
hell yeah.
pushing this
We
whole,
got The Revenant on here at number 15. People had something to say about that.
I love The Revenant.
Revenant's
that's
so
a good
good.
one. That's a top for me, man.
Yeah.
And that's what he finally won him his Academy Award.
Yeah.
But he had to almost kill himself for that. Like, he literally went to the hospital with hypothermia. The whole movie, he's being beat to the death and just the shit kicked out of him by a bear and going through freezing water and stuff. They really did not want to give that guy an award. But I will say, to me, you know, everybody, all like my girlfriend and everything, I all harp on him only dating girls under 25, and that's gross. My whole thing is like the championing of saving the earth, and he's literally putting out a documentary right now about like all these things we had to do because of global warming, and the guy constantly is being photographed on these massive yachts with Jeff Bezos flying privately across the country. None of these people ever practice what they preach, and so we shouldn't put them on a pedestal or think that they're smart in any way.
Well, they're just like, they have a really specific skill. They're really good at taking words somebody else has written and like emotionally connecting to it and creating characters. That's a skill.
But that's a movie or that's acting.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't mean
why do they have to, like George Clooney was like so, you know, very, very involved in politics in Democratic and stuff. The guy made, I don't even know. I'm trying to think of one. George
Syriana. we did just watch Michael.
Burn After Reading. Or something.
We did just watch Michael Clayton.
Who's Michael Clayton?
Michael Clayton is a movie that George Clooney was in.
The name of the movie is Michael Clayton?
He has like a powerful line in where he goes like, "Do I look like I'm negotiating?" Which kind of sounded like a sassy 15-year-old girl when he said it. But I was like, oh, that's the line. That's what we were all waiting for. But no, I look, we don't disagree. Like, I think it's like a skill. It'd be like the same thing as if there was like a guy that was really good at fixing cars, like really good at it, like one of the top 300 car mechanics. And you were just like, what do you think about Biden? It's like, what the fuck does this guy know? Why do actors know more than any of the rest of us about these issues unrelated to their career field? But I think it's just like they're hot. They look like presidential in their movie or whatever they're doing. So we assume that they have some sort of expertise that the rest of us don't. But there's no evidence of that. They say dumb shit all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I definitely, they're talented. Like that's great, but talent doesn't make
I think that's what I mean is like a lot of people don't herald that as like a skill or a talent acting, but it is.
It totally is. I mean, I've done it too. I've acted and I'm okay, but
the only thing is though, I think being a musician and being like a famous musician is way more deserved because like really knowing an instrument, how to play and everything, that's like proves that you took a lot of time and discipline in your life to learn something. There are people that have never in any instrument.
Okay, because
like drums, guitar, anything, but
there's like 13 dudes in Arcade Fire, and one of them is a dude in a wheelchair playing the triangle. And I don't feel like I have to be like, oh, this guy's really. I've seen some guys with tambourines, and I'm like,
a cowbell or
your
something.
band doesn't need a
that's not what I
tambourines.
mean. You know that's what I mean.
The real instruments.
But like, you
drums.
know, like a really good.
Bass.
It's so hot in here. Good Lord.
There's
I just
lights.
can't stop sweating. But I also took all that pepper, and I'm just dying.
You have to
right
tell
now.
the people the pepper.
Tell what?
Tell the people what pep. They don't know what you mean by I took a bunch of pepper.
Oh, I ate a pizza on the way over to this podcast that had pepper all over it, and I've been dying this whole. If you watch the video of this whole podcast, I'm just wiping sweat away from me.
In a way, I feel like it evened you out for the podcast because they were like, I don't have to worry about what we're going to talk about. I have to worry about like having diarrhea and fucking sweating like insane amounts. You were toweling off in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, I knew coming here I wasn't gonna have any issue talking with you because we've known each other for so long. But yeah, like that, I maybe you're right. Maybe I should have said that from the beginning. Like I ate a bunch. It's not pepper. I want to clarify to if anybody's listening to this, not like black pepper that you put on stuff, like those little flakes that are like actual
red chili
pepper.
Red chili flakes.
Thank you. Yeah, and one of them got stuck, like in the little windpipe area. What do you call that? Not the esophagus, but something. I don't know. It got stuck
larynx?
in the larynx, maybe. I don't know. What's the little one that that flaps down there?
Your fallopian tube.
That's your fallopian tube?
No, it's not your fallopian. That's where ladies' eggs are.
Well, what do you call the?
What do you call the little
what's
thing
the thing
here?
that dangles?
Your Adam's apple?
Trachea.
It's
your Adam's apple.
Well, your Adam's apple dangles into your trachea, I think.
It probably, yes, but it's not.
You said
Adam's apples.
You said
down
what's
here.
the thing that dangles?
Adam's apples don't dangle.
Adam's apples look like nuts hanging in the back of your throat. It's like two little balls.
Well, not that.
Okay,
But
anyway,
yeah, it was stuck. It was stuck on that. So I was like hacking and coughing too.
Yeah.
And I walked 2 miles here. So I should have just said that from the beginning because now I've like been paranoid this whole time that I keep sweating.
I think it's fine.
But you're hot too, right? You're glistening a little.
Am I glistening?
Yeah, on this side over here.
Maybe.
How are you wearing a sweatshirt?
I'm not that hot. It's cold outside. I also like this sweatshirt. I was excited to wear it.
Do you always wear
Kansas City?
Oh, I should have been sitting up this whole time more
this?
too.
Like this?
I just realized.
Kind of like show off
slouching.
the chest a little bit.
Yeah. Well,
In this angle, I look all right, and then in this angle, I look like Brendan Fraser in The Whale, like my triple chin.
what?
Like kind of.
Can I ask a
Can we
question?
keep it on this one where I look like fucking jacked?
Oh my
yeah, look
God.
at this one. Look at this.
Yeah. Sorry, it's not working. I don't like it.
No, it's just me eating pizza.
Also, Kansas City is probably going to call and ask you to redact this whole episode.
Nah,
They don't want somebody like you supporting.
Just be honest. This is a sick old school crew neck.
What's it for? Kansas City who?
This is the Royal. It's the color of the Royals, the baseball team in Kansas
Yeah,
City.
I know. Well, I do. At least I know the Royals are a baseball team. I don't know as much about sports as you. But
Yeah.
I was going to say
You've been getting more into sports, though.
a little bit. But it's never like I didn't like sports. It was just you have to spend so much time. Remember, I was really into them before I moved to Thailand. Then senior year of our school, I disappear. Everybody continued on to school. Go to Thailand. I was gone out of the country for 1 year where I couldn't see any sports. And I came back, and so much of what I knew at that time about the Redskins that are now called the Footballs
Commanders.
whatever they're called anymore. They're going to be called the Trumps soon because apparently he said that he'll pay them money and give them these government loans to pay them to call the stadium the Trump Stadium or something.
And we support that.
I do not support what he just said. No, I don't support
The Trumps?
a totalitarian psychopath just flexing his power on
Yeah.
people. Anyway, I was wondering though, like you got Kansas City on, and wasn't this whole thing supposed to be about sports? When you
It
pitched
was.
this whole thing to me a long time ago, it was called Bring in the Backups.
Yes. You did the music for Bringing the Backup.
I actually still have that jingle.
I have it too. You can
But can we play that?
not now
Why?
because I don't have it. Like,
I
why?
have it. I can literally pull it up on my phone and play it.
No, because then it's gonna be you playing a video.
For those at home that don't know, I made a jingle with my band
Here's all they have to do to see
for Eric
it.
for this podcast,
JJ.
and then he never used it and
No.
changed the name of the podcast.
No, this is not true. If you go to like episode 10, and anybody who's listening to this could literally just go like this and click on episode 10, they would hear the whole
You
song.
played it once.
Because you can't have a 3-minute intro song.
That wasn't the point of it. The whole point of it was we made a 3-minute long song so that you could
did.
take a sound bite out of it. Bring in the backups. I can't sing it.
Oh.
That was all I thought you were going to play. Hey, this is Eric coming to you live, and here this show's called Bring the Backups. Bring in the backups. Oh.
Yeah.
That's it. And then you go into talking.
Yeah.
But you never used it ever, and then you changed the name of the show.
No, it played on. I don't know what you're. I don't think you listened to the show Because it
I
played,
haven't listened to
it
the
played
show.
on the front of every episode for a year and a half.
That song played at the front of
Yes.
every episode.
Not the whole song, like a 20-second clip of it plays on the front of every single
So why'd
episode.
you stop talking about sports?
I just stopped. The original concept was backup quarterbacks. And I feel like it was actually like, it was getting views and listens, but I was kind of tired of doing it. So I just kind of made a decision.
Shocker. You can't make a years-long podcast about backup quarterbacks. There's not enough subject matter there. Who knew?
No, it wasn't that I
That's
ran
funny.
out of quarterbacks. It was that I didn't want to keep having to do all the work for it because I had to like research them.
That's what I mean. Like when I came back from Thailand, I like just completely, but I can't, I've been gone for a year. Come back, everything I knew about the Washington Redskins and some of the teams I was really getting into, the Eagles, and I really liked the Cardinals for a while. And like a bunch of players were gone. They were traded. I didn't know where they went, who went where. If you just don't pay attention for like 2 years, you have to like go back into everything. Like obviously it's still fun to watch the games and I know how football works and stuff, but it's not as passionate. You don't care about it as much if you don't know the players.
Yeah, I think it's also like, I mean, we're in a fantasy football league now. The fantasy football league for me is like a reason to like keep up with other teams besides the ones I like.
Yeah.
And also I'm highly competitive, so I like beating our friends in the league.
Yeah.
I'm first place in our league right now.
You're not. You just said you were fourth.
No, I'm first place in our league. We're in the CNU league, right?
You're first place in that?
Yeah, and then I'm fourth place in the other. I'm in 2 leagues.
Wait, what's your score right now?
I think I'm 8-5 or 8-4 for the season. But no, I am a competitive person. I will try to destroy you if we enter any type of competition. That could be it board game, be it fantasy football.
Yeah.
That's just kind of that's how I roll. You see me at the top. No, I'm sorry. I am misspeaking. I'm 5th place in our league. I'm first place in my brother's league.
That's okay. Thank you.
Okay, well, I knew it was first place.
You were
in one
trying
of
to.
them.
You were just going to try to pull that off, record that, and then walk off this
I'm gonna
set.
show you. I'm not gonna pull out my phone. I could show you first place in this.
I
second
knew
league.
immediately I was going to call you out. Because I'm 6-5, which is not great. You're 7-5.
7-4.
7-5 says it right there.
Well, then you're not 6-5. You're 6-6. Because we've
All right, I'm 6-6.
yeah.
Well, yeah. So you've lied about that. Now you've lied about the title
This is
of
the
this
worst
show.
cross-examination of
I
all
don't
time.
think I don't think I know who you are or what this show is.
You seem to turn around on my list when I mentioned The Revenant.
The Revenant was a good movie.
Yeah.
But I can't
all
ever
shot
remember
with
the-
natural light.
What?
They shot
Oh,
it with
out
fully natural
in
light.
Alaska?
I don't know where they were, but he didn't use any type of lighting. It was just whatever was available that day when they were shooting is what's in the movie.
I know.
And I actually met. Did I ever tell you how I met the whole supporting cast of The Revenant?
No.
I was doing a stand-up show in L.A., and I started talking to somebody in the crowd, and I was like, what do you do? He's like, I'm an actor. I made fun of him. I was like, have you been in anything we've heard of besides some shitty student film? And he was like, I'm in The Revenant. I'm like,
Wait, which one was he? The kid with the weird
there's
face?
only like 6 people in The Revenant. So
was he the guy with the weird face that has the eyebrows?
No, he was one of
You know
the...
what I'm talking about?
Yes, but it's not him. It's in the beginning of the movie. It's like Leo's got his little troupe that he's with. He's in that troupe, and then when they go back to the fort, the guys are still there. He's in that group, and what it was this guy and like 3 or 4 of his friends.
Oh, I think I know.
Yeah,
which
like
one
it's just his expeditionary group.
Yeah.
But they're main characters. Like they have lines and everything. Those guys like made movies. Like they just lived in like Ohio somewhere, and they would like make movies and put them into film festivals. And the director of The Revenant saw their movie and was just like, I want all 4 of you to be in this thing. And he just cast them at the film festival.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's,
what a lot
it's
of.
literally like Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hardy, and the dudes in this movie that, like, if you look at all of their IMDb credits, it's The Revenant. and then like 4 things they made with their own money.
Well, that's what a lot of this stuff is. It's just luck, you know. Like Always Sunny in Philadelphia, like the longest running show is just a couple guys that just made a little pilot thing for like $50, and you know, just shot it and go around. So I think a lot of it is luck. But the Revenant, I think it was definitely a beautiful film.
Beautiful.
It made me really think about a lot of stuff though, because you know, I'm like really into wilderness survival and stuff.
Yeah.
Especially when I was a teenager, around the time I met you, and I was an Eagle Scout and did all this camping. Like that bear attack just kept going on and on and on and on in that movie. And you kind of think it's done. And he's like, oh, round 4, here we go. And it just comes back and just ripping him to shreds. And it made me really like wonder, like, you know, what I would do in a situation like that, and then having to survive with like a limb hanging off and everything.
It probably would have been better for him to have given up in the bear fight.
I think he kind of did. Well, he shot the bear in the face
At the end. Well, yes.
and then it came back and messed him up some more.
How does he kill the bear at the end? Does he kill it?
It falls on him, and he's able to like push this knife up through its heart. Yeah, but if you had to be attacked by a bear,
I'd give up right away.
Hold on, I didn't even finish the.
I don't even need you to finish.
Like 0 survival.
If you had to be
skills.
attacked by a bear, I quit.
0 survival
Well,
skills.
I think it
whatsoever.
depends what kind of bear it is, right? It's like the grizzlies versus the black bears. The black
Right,
bears,
they're much more aggressive.
black bears are usually a little bit smaller.
But hold on now. Would you rather, if you had to fight a grizzly or a shark, like a great white shark, which would you choose?
Where am I fighting it?
Well, of course you're not fight a shark on land.
If that's one of the options, I'm taking that.
Somehow I
you
feel
just
like
walk around it and kick it in the fin.
no. Somehow I
and
feel
it's-
I have a feeling you would still lose to a great white shark on land.
Nah, you just walk
You
away
would
from
just
its
trip
teeth.
and fall right into its jaws. Like they're just because zero survival instincts here. But if you had to fight one like traditionally, you know, like obviously the bear on land or in the woods and the shark in the water,
It's the shark.
you can't. Why?
Because all you have to do is when the shark comes at you,
Punch it in the nose.
you punch it in the nose and you can guide it away, and the shark will literally guide
You
away.
think a shark charging you?
Yes.
That would actually work.
So you've seen video. I've seen
So
video.
you
of it.
just be squaring up.
You don't square them up.
Well, how are you gonna punch
The
it?
shark comes at you, and you just like it's like they have like crazy senses on their nose.
Yeah.
So if you just put your hand up like this and touch them on the nose, you can like guide them away.
I don't think you have the time to do that. When people say that is you're right. That is like something that like people have done. Just hit silent.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, give it to me.
Yeah, you do it. We only got like 5 minutes left, but let's finish this.
Your
bear
mom's calling.
Let's finish this bear shark thing. We got like 5.
Hey,
right?
mom.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not sick.
Don't
this is
answer
John
the
Jones.
phone. Don't put my mom on the podcast.
Hey, we're shooting a podcast right now. She said, "Oh wow,
She
you're
doesn't-
sick, Eric."
It's JJ, not
Yeah,
me.
no, now she knows, but she thought.
Hey, I'll call you back. Love you too. Hope Hawaii is fun.
She thought
Okay, I'll talk soon.
her first response was like, "Oh my God, you're so sick." Like,
Yes, you sound-
my voice does sound really scratchy today. It's been bad.
I mean, it is what it is. This is for. We're recording this for posterity's sake.
Well, you said we're done.
We have like 5 minutes left.
Oh,
But I think I'm right on the shark and bear thing.
okay, but
Well, what's
let's
the
finish
correct
off with
answer?
that.
You presented it like you have a correct answer you wanted me to say.
I just feel like the bear, you might have more chances to, like, if you just gave up and curled in, right, like you're talking about, then there are a lot of incidents where the bear does kind of give up. It doesn't eat the person.
Yeah, but you got to
But-
hear. You got to
because
hear
bears-
this. You got to hear. And then like nails in you,
The hell is
and it
that?
goes.
What does
You get to
that?
hear bear noises
Oh
in your
my
fucking
God.
ear. At least in the ocean,
Bears don't
the shark
sound like
isn't
that.
like making fucking shark noises
But bears-
while it eats you. It's just in silent water.
They don't make that. You sounded like you sounded like an old man
I
orgasm.
don't like the ASMR of a bear attack. Is more unsettling to me.
They
than a shark
don't. They
attack.
don't go on like
They go,
no. That sounds like a dirty old man orgasm.
Oh, you make your best bear noise right now. That wasn't that much better than mine.
No. Okay, well, I'm saying that I think the bear, you would just have a better chance of survival, because if with a shark like that, what you're talking about has like perfect scenario.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it's charged, you keep doing that like you're like Jet Li, just like shooing them off. That thing could be flying at you at like 40 miles an hour. You don't have time to like ease it off. I just feel like you just have more of a chance of survival with it. And also, sharks eat people. Bears traditionally, when they do kill a person, don't really eat them also.
But sharks don't really eat people either. Sharks
They
eat
eat people?
No,
They swallow it.
No, they don't. Sharks bite people thinking they're seals or some other
I'm about
thing.
to Google this. You're going to piss me off. A shark has
not
definitely
true.
eaten people before.
I'm sure a shark has eaten people just like bears have eaten people. But a shark's
Do
intent.
sharks actually eat people and
Yeah.
swallow them? Question mark. Watch. They always do. But
What does it say?
no sharks do not actively hunt or
Yes.
swallow them whole.
Woo!
Well,
Nothing but net.
my whole life has been a lie.
Sharks do not eat people.
Since I was a child, I thought that they swallowed them.
Nah, they just bite you. They bite you and they go, ugh, and they usually spit the limb out.
But this is Google
don't
too.
like it.
That probably just doesn't know.
No, it's true. Sharks are not intentionally eating people. Neither are bears.
You know what we
But-
taste like, though?
What do we taste like?
Now, there's been many recorded conversations with cannibals. There's even a book called The Sex Lives of Cannibals. It's kind of fun. Check it out. And I actually would promote that guy. That author is amazing. But we taste like pork. Every single cannibal has compared us to pork. And it makes sense, too, because did you know that, like, pigs are one of the only animals that sunburn like humans do? That's why they roll in
Yeah.
mud and cover their skin in mud. So, like, because they'll burn otherwise. So everybody thinks they're being dirty, but their skin burns, sunburns just like us. And if you think about it, if you ever pet a pig and us, it kind of does feel the same. So because we don't have hair, we're, like, very salty. So apparently human flesh is pretty tasty, and we can taste like bacon.
If you are a cannibal out there and you're watching this, you got to be careful eating too much human because it is red meat, which
Or
is bad for your cholesterol.
eat
And
low sodium sodium. Go low sodium on human.
yeah.
Which race would you eat? That's the question.
Yeah, we gotta go now. We gotta go.
We're gonna end the show on that.
Well,
No, we got 2 minutes. Eric, what
race?
if you had to be a cannibal? Because I mean, this is actually something that you could propose to a lot of people. Like if you were in a plane, like Alive, the movie Alive, where they crash landed and they had to eat each other.
Yeah, but I wouldn't prioritize who we eat by race. I would prioritize who we eat by who's dead. I wouldn't go if there's like a dead
But
black
what if they're
dude.
all dead?
If there's like a dead black dude and an alive white dude, I wouldn't go, well,
I'm gonna wait for the white guy to die.
yeah, I would eat the black dude. Not because he's black, because he's dead. And we need the meat. We need the meat.
But you have to pick. Like, what if there's multiple people that are dead and they're different races? Then you would have to pick.
I
one.
think I'd probably eeny, meeny, miny, moe it.
I think
I'd
if you
eeny,
ask
meeny,
anybody
I
that
think I'd-
question,
I think I'd
actually,
eeny, meeny, miny, moe
I think it would actually, if you ask anybody that question, it would be more racist sounding if they didn't give a reason why. For example, you'd be like, well, I guess I would eat maybe if all these different races were dead and I had to eat somebody,
Yeah.
maybe a Chinese guy. I don't know. They're
I've
usually.
always been a stir fry fan.
Oh my God.
They taste like the food.
Or maybe just because like usually traditionally they're leaner, like most Asian people like eat better and healthier,
Yeah.
they eat a lot of rice. So I'd probably go with that guy. I think that sounds less racist than not giving an answer at all. Like if somebody was like,
Chinese guy.
yeah, or just go Mexican.
Yeah.
Why? No reason. Like that to me
That's
sounds
obviously
like
a little
that
more
guy's got a
chilling.
vendetta against Hispanic
I will
people.
say I'm a quarter Mexican. Mexican is my favorite food. So by my logic of the race taste most like the food they prepare, I would probably go Mexican.
Yeah.
Even if it meant it might be somebody that's like a family member or something like that.
Yeah. Do you have?
you gotta go-
Do you have Mexican family members
Yeah.
on your dad's side or
On my
your
mom's side.
Oh, that's right.
Like
She
my
is Hispanic. Or no.
Yeah, my grandmother's from Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah, and she spoke Spanish and
And your dad's from Germany.
well, yeah, it's like German and Polish on my dad's side, It's Mexican and French on my mother's side. And I grew up.
So you could just eat your whole family and have like a mixed grab bag of stuff.
I could.
I'm not gonna let this cannibalism thing go.
I could do like a human fajitas at the next family get together. Wow, this podcast really accelerated into the end, didn't it? Real quick before we go, I don't think we got to which race you would prefer to eat if you had to choose a race on camera.
Hey, I made it happen. At least we did talk about it.
We made it happen.
I kind of predicted this. My voice is really going here at the end.
It's all right, man. Look, it is what it is. It's like you were not feeling great on the day that we recorded this, but 40 years from now, we'll look back. We'll have a record of this podcast with which we can say that's what we were on that day.
Yeah.
It's not what we are then. It's not what we were before. It's what we were now.
I didn't maybe choose the best day to wake up like this.
Yeah, well, maybe you shouldn't have fucking dumped red hot chili peppers onto your shitty dollar pizza and scarfed it down 5 seconds before. That's like 100% your control.
Also, it's not dollar pizza anymore. I used to live in New York. It was
$1.50.
No, it was $2. Everywhere. I
saw $1.50 in the Lower East Side when I was walking up here the other day.
Well, you saw a unicorn then, because
and now it's up to $2.
Yeah, man.
Everything's crazy. I bought a $5. We got to go, right? We're at time. So, yeah, we're going to wrap it up on this. But, yeah, everything's expensive and New York sucks. JJ, thanks for coming on the show. Do you want to plug anything, like your band or anything? Or
Oh, yeah. I got a band. It's called The Yammies on Spotify. YAHMI''S. The Yammies.
Yeah.
Man, my brain I'm tapping out right now. And then Instagram with some funny stuff on it is JJ Got You. No, I don't know.
Just
JJ the Giant 123 on TikTok. It's JJ the Giant 123 on TikTok. I got some funny stuff on there.
And thanks to Melrose Podcast for hosting us today. This was great.
And coconut
Paul,
water.
You rule. And thanks for doing the show, man.
And Gushers and bananas for helping hangovers. Appreciate you.
See you, bud.
Yeah.